I've been thinking a lot lately about the word busy, not because it's unusual, but because it's everywhere. It's the default answer to, how are you? It's the identity we slip into without even noticing. I'm TerryAnn Porter, and I hope you aren't too busy for this week's Mindset Monday.
Lately, I've been asking myself a hard question. Is my busyness shaping my mindset, or is my mindset shaping my busyness? Not long ago, I was speaking with a friend. She was listing off everything she had going on: family, work, volunteering, projects, commitments. She was exhausted just saying it. And as she talked, I found myself wondering, is she trying to earn a badge? Maybe the I am too busy badge? And then I had to ask myself, am I trying to earn that badge too? Because honestly, there are days I feel pulled in 1,000 directions. There's what I want to do, what I need to do, what someone else wants me to do. And when I'm doing one thing, I'm thinking about five more. Busy isn't just a schedule, busy becomes a mindset. When I was a kid, I remember watching The Ed Sullivan Show. It was one of those classic variety shows, the kind with singers and comedians and the occasional oddball act. There was one act where a gentleman had sticks all along a table, big long sticks that stood up high. And he would put a plate up on top of each stick and he would spin that stick around, making that plate spin. And then he'd go to the next stick and put a plate up there, making it spin, one plate after another, all the way down the row. The crowd would gasp as he was going back and forth, trying to keep them all spinning. That image has stuck with me all these years because some days that's exactly how my mind feels. I'm spinning the family plate, the work plate, the church plate, the friend who needs me plate, the project I promised to finish plate. And just when I get one spinning smoothly, I look over and I see another one wobbling wildly. And what do? I run faster, I spin harder, I get busier. But here's the truth: busyness doesn't steady the plates, it exhausts the spinner. Eventually, I realized something important. My life was full, but I wasn't fulfilled. I was busy, but I wasn't at peace. And even when I did grab a moment of peace, like taking a walk, reading a book, working on a crochet project, guilt whispered to me, you should be doing something productive. That's when I knew busyness isn't just a habit. Busyness is a mindset. And the mindset would whisper things to me like, your worth is in your output. Rest is irresponsible. If you slow down, everything will fall apart. It took some time for me to realize and accept that none of that is true. I put on my coach hat and I asked myself the same question that I would ask a client. What would it look like to live productive but not busy? Peaceful but still purposeful? I created a simple way to shift my thinking, something that I could return to anytime I felt myself slipping back into busyness. And that is an acronym with the word PEACE. PEACE. Let's take a look. P, prioritize. Ladies, check your backpack. In here, some things are essential, some are optional, and some are just heavy. When your backpack is overloaded, even the good things feel burdensome. I had to lighten my mental backpack so I could walk with peace. For the first E, evaluate. Is your busyness creating stress, pain, or overwhelm? Is it costing you your peace? For the A, align. Does your schedule match your values? Are you saying yes to everything and no to yourself? Michael Hyatt says, by saying yes to every request, we're really saying no to ourselves and those closest to us. And he's right. For the C, commit. Changing your mindset takes courage. Saying no feels uncomfortable at first, especially for people pleasers. But peace requires commitment. And for the final E, enjoy. This is the reward. The moment when you realize the plates are fewer, your heart is calmer, and your mind is no longer racing. One thing I learned over time, you can peacefully say yes to the best and no to the rest. Busyness does not make you valuable. Purpose does. Peace does. Presence does. Your mindset matters. And when busyness takes over, your mindset becomes frantic, fragmented, and fatigued. But when you choose peace, your mindset becomes focused, grounded, and whole. This week, I encourage you to notice your spinning plates. Notice your pace. Notice your mindset. And ask yourself, is this busy or is it purposeful? Because your peace is worth protecting. You were created for a life that feels lived, not chased. My friends, your mindset matters. Nurture it well. If you found today's Mindset Monday to be of encouragement, please consider sharing with a friend and subscribing so that you don't miss the next episode of Mindset Monday. Thank you for listening.